Evening. Little impromptu live. Evening, mate. Just a little impromptu one. I thought I might as well do a little one while I have a couple of doofers. I know the channel's on again, but I'm not interested in all that arguing stuff, so I'll leave them to it. Like, yeah, kind of nice spliffs made. Sat by the patio doors again. It's a fucking lovely evening. Crackling, and my volume might be too loud. Hold on. Is that any better? Let me know. I had to turn the mic up a little bit. It was a bit quiet. I was just turning it down quite a bit now. Hold on, let me get rid of my mic a minute. Let me try once more with the audio. Is that any better? Put my mic back to normal settings. If not, I'll mute myself and take my external microphone out. That's all right. I thought it was a bit quiet on my avatar, but yeah, that'll do. Yeah, even anyone who's not watching the chaos elsewhere, fucking Flavors was just having a roasting a minute ago. Last I saw it, I don't know what the fuck was going on, but he was arguing with Northern King, and I still don't know what was fucking going on because I thought I might as well chuck up a fucking a stream while I have my doofers. Have I took all the spanners away? I don't think so. Can moderators unmod moderators? Can moderators? That's better. Can moderators unmod other moderators? I didn't think they could. Because according to my... I'm watching this on YouTube. No one's modded. I've just modded you up, Dan. Everyone's going to have to tell me who was moderators. I was in YouTube Studio earlier and it was fine that all the moderators were on there. Yeah, I know you were, Dan. I know. No, I think someone might have hacked into my fucking StreamYard, to be honest. I was only on earlier on my YouTube Studio checking who was fucking banned and shit. Let me have a look on here a minute. See what I can see. No, Evening, Emily. No, I've only got 3 people banned in my StreamYard studio, and I've got more on. Yeah, I'll have to change up everything, ain't Dan? Yeah, weird. Weird. Well, all the mods are gone, and I can't even remember who all my mods were, to be honest. Yeah, strange. Definitely been fucking hacked, so I'm gonna have to change all my shit up. Never mind. Like I said, I can't even remember who were mods now. Evening, jail. I've got a rogue mod, or someone's hacked my StreamYard. Big up, mate. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to go through and change all my account details, and this has happened when I've got a VPN. So big up, everyone. I'm just differing a minute. I'm gonna try and open my YouTube studio when I'm at it. Well, I've got StreamYard open, so I'd rather do that on the laptop than the phone. You know, Robert? Yeah, I'm not being ignorant. I'm just gonna get into my YouTube studio in a minute and have a fucking quick look, because I was in there earlier and all the moderators were still there. So I can do this quickly. I can multitask for a minute. In the studio. Like my spliff. Right. I could do, yeah. But I've only got. I'll have a look on this now and see if I can see my hidden users. The last one to get hidden was Gripper is on the register, whoever that is. And mods are 2 seconds. I know I'm pissing around here a minute, but this is really fucking annoying, so I will get back to StreamYard properly in a minute. Well, I haven't got many blocked on YouTube, to be honest, but I did make. Right, here's my mods. I'm on some old school haze. I've been for a few days because it's right. Mods are Shuggy Thompson, Phil Graham, UK Lady, Tim Smith, Andrew J, Steve Farthing, Genghis Khan, Legend, Heisenberg, Mishi, Pip Assessment, Hammers, Miss Emma, Troll Watch, Outdoor Things, Snowy, Lee, and Buggies and Beamers. And this has only happened since I modded Phil after he was getting timed out, so a few people are going to have to go. Means less mods, but it's saying everyone is still moderators. Yeah. And it's still telling me my band list, so well, back to StreamYard. Well, that was fucking weird. Very weird indeed. Well, it looks like Dan is the only mod I've got in for some reason. Well, Daniel Bells was gone. Somewhat weird going on, Fly Me. Moderators, all my moderators have fucking gone. Daniel came in and he didn't have his fucking spanner. Yours is gone by the look of it. Yours is gone. So God knows, looks like I've been hacked. So I'm gonna have to change all my shit, change all my stuff for this StreamYard, because it's still showing the moderators on YouTube, but they're not coming up in the chat as moderators. Then in my YouTube studio, everyone's still mods. So I don't know what the fuck's going on. Mick, just let me know if you want a spanner, Mick. I'll give him Fly Me Ears back if he wants it. If he don't want it, I'll take it back. Robert Lee, say if you would like a spanner. Yeah, strange, to be honest. Bit fucking weird. So, just means changing all the emails and passwords tomorrow. Yeah, no worries, Mick. Yeah, this is since my last live yesterday. Yeah. I did live last night and everyone had their spanners. So strange. Really strange. I'll sort it out. I'll fucking sort it out. There's a few lives going tonight. I don't know whether it's because the last couple of nights have been pretty quiet, like. Oh no, I ain't fucking. I ain't bothered, Mick. It's fuck all, fella. You know, I got a VPN, so yeah, it must have been hacked when I was out on the phone and didn't have the VPN turned on the phone. That's all. It's no fucking biggie. Yeah, Phil Graham, I think that was. But I don't know. I can't remember if he had a spanner or not to begin with. Yeah, strange one. But it's like I said, it's no biggie. It's only a change of fucking email address and that and passwords. Big up, Tim. How's it going, fella? Having a chill one. I've got a couple of doobies to smoke. Evening, Diane. Yeah, I know it's going to be a chilled, quiet one anyway, because Cesspit and that are just fired up, and you know, shuffling and that are live at the moment as well. Flavors on the buck fast. Well, Tim Smith came in with his spanner already. I've had fucking someone take everyone's spanners, Tim. But you had yours when you came in then. I didn't have to remod you up. The plot thickens. Well, just means I'll have to up my security again. Yeah, Tim's fault. Unmodded everyone. I got no idea, Tim. I must have been hacked or something. But it's saying that everyone is still moderators on my YouTube studio at the moment. And it was fine last night when I was streaming, when I was fishing. So God knows, I'm going to have to redo my StreamYard security. I can't seem to... Oh, you were scheduled, Diane65? Yeah, all I can see in the settings on StreamYard is the banned guests, the ones that are banned from the studio here. You cancelled it. Fucking hell, that's a surprise. Right, now I've got 3 mods in. I'm gonna see what I can do on my fucking phone about this nonsense. All right. I know that Shuffling and that were live as well, and Flavor. Flavor's live. Yeah, I have to change my fucking passwords tomorrow now. It's a fucking pain in the ass. Excuse me. Yeah, I'll have to fucking go through it properly on the lap. I'm on the laptop at the minute, and doesn't give you all the options, so I'll have to do it on the desktop. Bit fucking cheeky, if you ask me. Any links will be pinned to the top of the chat. Oh, Diane65, people are loving the drama. That's why I thought, like, you know, I'll have small numbers this evening because fucking Cesspit's live and Archie and Shuffling like a bit of live action, don't they? Hi, fella.
Good evening.
Evening.
You want me to come on for a sec?
No, I've got you on now.
Sweet. Run. Yeah, just jump on for a quick chat, mate. We'll just laid in bed there. I was going to do my own live, but then I seen yours on there and I'd seen Fighting Irish. But I'd rather just jump on yours, to be honest, tonight, mate.
Yeah,
I don't know what's happened. What's happened to you then? Have you just fired this up? Did you get an email or anything?
No, I just thought, fuck it, I'd fire it up. I mean, I saw Cesspit was live, so I know it's going to be a quiet one, but yeah, they're just getting pissed on Flavors and nothing's really happening. And Archie and Shuffling is same old faces, like, so I just thought, oh, fuck it, I'll chuck one up, like. But it's come on and all my mods have disappeared. Apart from Tim Smith.
That's crazy, that, like, isn't it? Honest.
You know, I didn't realise, and fucking Daniel Bell said, like, straight away, there's no spanners in, like, and there's obviously 2 or 3 people that were mods. So they're all gone. You came in, yours was gone. And Tim came in, and he's the only person that's come in so far that has had his spanner.
Well, nobody messes with Tim, do they? You know what I mean?
No, but I've had a look in my block list on here, and that's still there. So if someone has hacked me, then I presume they would have had to have hacked my YouTube rather than my StreamYard.
If they would have hacked you, they would have done. They could have done worse than that, though, couldn't they? If they'd hacked you,
they could remove videos, upload videos.
Yeah. Might just be a mistake. Something gone wrong with StreamYard. I haven't been on my StreamYard today, but I've only got a few mods. Like, how many did you have before tonight? Then,
not too many.
Yeah,
10 maybe.
I don't even know on StreamYard where
spanners under advisement, and because the one fucking dude was a twat involved with that porn bombing business. That bish bash bosh geezer.
Yeah, because you know what I've seen before, Ministry, is like if you get a rogue mod, they can block everyone off your channel, can't they? So you've got no one to cover your chat. You know what, right? I'm looking in the chat now, and there's like, when I first come on there was a few names that I never recognised, which is weird when I come on here. Yeah. But it looks like you do know them. It's just me. I haven't seen a few of them before. Or maybe I have and I've just not noticed. But yeah, I think they could have done a lot worse if you'd been hacked, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a strange one, for sure. No, like you say, it might just be a mistake.
Yeah. Just I've got no better to do. If it has been hacked, like what's the point? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This is rough.
Comment there from Brian PC. I've seen some people on channels with a new pick and name say they're a mod or someone else, and then nick a spanner and cause chaos just to mess with channels. So
yeah, man.
But my channel's is a target for Sprinkles and his little gang of fucking willy showers, you know what I mean?
Oh, they've got to be in the bonnet over you, like, haven't they?
Yeah, well, I was on Flavors earlier. I took the dogs out about 8:30, and it was just the end of sunset sort of thing. And so I was on Flavors live, showing the sunset, having a fucking a smoke, you know, sat there with the dogs. And Flavors said, "Oh, I've got fucking what's his name backstage. He's been trying to get on for fucking days because he's been pestering Flavors trying to get on, and he P-bombed him backstage, and Flavors described what he'd been P-bombed with, and I said straight away to Flavors, that just confirms to me that it was fucking Sprinkle that was the last one that successfully porn bombed me."
I'll tell you a name that keeps popping up, you know, when you listen to a host, and the name that keeps popping up when they authenticate it is Rasta John. Have you heard of that one, Rasta John?
No, I've had a lot of authenticated as just the letter J. And a few others. But yeah, silly sort of fucking tongue-in-cheek names, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, like so the authenticated name doesn't have to be the name that you come on the panel with, does it?
No.
Yeah. I need to get wise with it all, me, like Mick Johnson there, and like there's loads of good people in here tonight. And I'm a bit lazy when it comes to this. I need to get with it all, you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I'm new to it, so however that's been done to me, whether it's a rogue mod that's been able to do it or whatever, I'm gonna have to go through and you know, mods that I've put on that don't really come to the channel, I'm gonna have to get rid of and like set up my security again a bit.
Yeah, there will, like somebody in your chat there said that there is a way you can find out. You just follow the trail back, you know what I mean? But
yeah,
when you've got time, you know what I mean. It doesn't look like it's done much damage, whatever it is.
Yeah,
but if you get someone like that who can get into your account, you remember with did you ever used to watch the Podref?
Yeah.
He had loads of trouble. Some rogue mod wiped out. Was no comment, but it was a false no comment, a fake one.
Yeah.
And he blocked all of his subs, everyone.
Oh,
so when he opened his live up, no one was coming on because they were all blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's something you can do easily if you think about it. I could just do that here now, you know what I mean? Anyone with a spanner could.
Yeah.
Like you say, it's a trust thing, in it, but
yeah, it's just silly, like, you know what I mean? You know, I've spanned up a few people, not many, like, but it's, you know, most of them are people that I've been chatting to in chats for a while, and you know, wouldn't really expect it, like.
I'll tell you one thing I'm trying to work out. You know, when you're in somebody else, say you were in my chat, right, Ministry, and you accidentally clicked on, or if you clicked on an account, a name, a comment, it comes up in a white square, doesn't it, with block, user, or report.
Yeah.
And if you click the block, it blocks you from seeing their messages in a chat. You know that one? So they're still in the chat, but you can't. Everyone else can see their message, but you can't. It's for like if you don't get on with someone. Well, I've done that a few times, right? I've done it at Raver Lindsay because I'm always picking my phone up when I'm in a chat, and like that white box keeps coming up where I've accidentally touched the screen.
Yeah.
And I must have blocked them that way because I've done it at Raver Lindsay, and I don't know how to undo it though.
No, Phil Graham. Evening, Phil. Phil's coming, and I gave Phil a spanner earlier, because I must have accidentally timed him out last night with my sausage fingers, and we had all sorts of fun trying to get him back on. It was fucking, but I gave him his spanner earlier on, sort of a couple of hours ago. So I hope Phil hasn't been fucking banning everybody. Can mods take spanners off other mods?
I'm not sure. Like when you said about StreamYard there, you know, you're on like, you know, when you were looking at what mods you've got on StreamYard. Like what section's that under? Because I've never seen that. I've been having a little play around.
No, all I can look at is I'll pull it up a minute. You go into guests and it's got options. Guests must see viewer comments. Play a sound when they enter, and they must authenticate. And I've got 4 banned people in the back. I've got Greg Paul, which is an American God Squad fucking dude. Jay, which is a common one. I've got Luke Emia, another one, and I've got Zombie SG band as well.
I've never seen any of that names about.
But I can't see any more than that in StreamYard. Yeah, I'll have to have a look in YouTube Studio.
But you're all back to normal now. Is this your normal layout then? You're all back to normal now, are you?
Yeah.
You've got a different picture on there. Have you been changing your avatar?
Yeah, I just changed my avatar earlier. That's all.
So when you were looking at anyone watching this on the TV now, are they seeing me as a white circle or as my avatar? I'm looking at my TV and I've just got a white circle. But on my phone, where I'm talking to you on, it's an avatar.
On StreamYard, it's your avatar, and on my phone, because I'm watching the chat on here, so I can see what mods come in. It's a white circle, but I had the same this morning or last night. This morning, I think it was.
White circle there, GL Abbas white circle, because it sort of ruins your visuals. You know what I mean? Ministry, like when you look at a screen, you want to look at something decent. You don't want to look at a white circle, do you?
No.
Because it was on Shufflins tonight. 3 of them were just white circles, and it spoils the screen, you know. But on my phone, it's me avatar. It's weird that. Yeah, Diane's seeing a white circle as well. Are you watching on your phone, Diane, or on through a TV? Oh well, so have you done any lives today, like Ministry? You know what it is? I got mixed up because you went live last night, didn't you? Like some crazy hour.
Yeah.
Got a bit of it. About 3 o'clock.
About 10 o'clock or something, was it? When I was fishing.
Did you go right through?
No, I did when I got home. That's right. Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
No, I did
caught a bit of that one.
Fishing, and then when I got home at about 2:30, about 2 o'clock, I think I went on for 2 hours.
Because I couldn't believe my eyes after what I'd just seen the few hours before. I couldn't believe my eyes when it was Steve Farthing and Andrew. And they were talking. I was like, what the fuck? Haven't they just been arguing like hell on the cesspit about an hour, 2 hours before? Crazy, man.
Yeah, I haven't seen any of it, but people are saying that Andrew chucked Steve under the bus about the old Pringles tube thing. But from what I saw, it wasn't that bad. So someone must have fucking complained about it and made a complaint about indecency. And YouTube must have deemed it as indecency. I don't know if you could see his full fucking thing. I haven't watched the whole thing.
Well, I watched it all. Ministry. If you don't mind talking about it, I'll quickly tell you what I seen. Right?
Yeah, I don't mind talking about it. Yeah.
I was watching it. I was watching it live, and like, Andrew sort of goaded him into it. He's always sat there with his top off, isn't he, Steve?
Yeah.
But you don't know what's going on below the waist. You know what I mean? But you would expect him to have a pair of shorts or something on.
Yeah.
But you know, Andrew had been up for quite a while, hadn't he? He was quite drunk. You know what I mean? Considering this was like 3 o'clock in the afternoon yesterday, and Steve just got up and he had like the Pringles tin with his knob in it and whatever.
Yeah.
And a couple of lids, round lids. So you couldn't really see anything. You could see he was naked, but you couldn't see anything bad. And at the time, mate, no lie, Andrew thought it was hilarious. Andrew was pissing himself. And no one had a problem with it. But then, as you say, like, it didn't get took off. Steve made a little joke about it, oh, that was a porn bomb. I porn bombed you, like, just a joke. Yeah. But Andrew was proper chuckling away to himself. And then it just went off a little bit. I'm not even sure how long after it was, but like you say, someone's obviously reported it, and then it's just gone off. There was no warning, it just went off.
Yeah, definitely reported it.
The next thing you knew, Andrew popped up on the cesspit on the panel, which I couldn't believe anyway myself, because he'd been totally. I'm not one to snitch or whatever, but anyone who watched Andrews, he was totally slating Film Boy. Absolutely called him every name under the sun. And then he was on his panel. I couldn't believe it.
No.
And then Andrew come on the cesspit and started slagging him off, slagging Steve off, saying, "You fucking lost my channel for a week," and all that. And I was like, "Well, you were laughing at," and he didn't comment, but I thought, you were laughing at that, Andrew, a few hours ago. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, it's his channel. He should take control of that. You know.
Yeah. And then to top it all off, I put yours on at 3 o'clock, and there's Steve and Andrew sat next to each other on your panel.
Yeah.
It's like, me.
Yeah. Well, I hadn't seen any of the evening shenanigans. I put my phone on for like 5 minutes when I started fishing and watched a panel. I jumped on Daryl's for half hour and showed the harbour and stuff in the sunset.
Yeah.
And then did a little live while I was fishing. Yeah. And then just whacked one up last night because I got in, had something to eat and that, and I wasn't tired, so I thought, fuck it.
I know you're friends with Andrew, yeah. Like, well, I like Andrew. He gets I get on with him. He always talks to me when I go in his chats and that. It is what it is with Andrew. You know what I mean? Like, just let him get on with it. You can't tell someone like that what to do.
No.
He seemed really pissed though, Ministry. This was 3 o'clock yesterday afternoon, right? And he was still going at 3 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
12 hours later, I was like, how the hell's he doing it?
Yeah, I think he had a long one. He had a big blowout, I think he did. He's been going really well, you know, just having enough just to take the edge off. And I think that's the first big blowout he's had in the last few weeks, like, so.
Yeah, I've asked this question before. You know, when an alcoholic goes into does an alcoholic go into like rehab, right? You can't do it just like a heroin rehab where they just totally stop you and you go cold turkey, don't you?
Yeah, you can't do that with alcohol.
Yeah, you can. So what do they do how do they do it then? Do they just say, right, you used to 30 cans of Kronenberg, now you're only having 20, and then you're only having 10, or do they have like substitute for it, for the alcohol? I don't know.
I'm not sure really. I think it is a case of they try to cut you down slowly to get your organs used to it. And then when you get to a certain stage, there is something they can give you to sort of speed up the detox process, you know, the shakes and all that sort of stuff.
Doesn't it seem weird though, if you book into it, like, you know, what's that main one called, the Priory or whatever it is?
Yeah.
So if you have to wean them off it, that's like saying that if they go into the Priory with a really bad alcohol like addiction, that when they get in there, they could still drink. It just doesn't seem right, does it?
I think, you know, the weaning thing is, yeah, if you're someone who's healthy and you've been, you know, an alcoholic for a couple of years, then you can go straight into a full-on, you know, we're going to fucking lock you up for a few days, detox you, medicate you, but when it's long-term, your organs are fucking used to, well, being poisoned, really, isn't it? It's alcohol poisoning.
Like Diane's there saying you can do it with meds. Like, that's where I was sort of like asking, you know, is there a med substitution for like alcohol, or is it just like a med to cope with what your body's going through? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's a good answer, Diane. I thought, yeah, it was more of a weaning process, but I suppose it's like anything, you know, it's a big thing, you know, detoxing for any sort of addict, isn't it? It's you know, there's no easy way to fucking do it. Like,
I think the only way that you go into like a total like cold turkey is if you collapse, isn't it? And you have to go to hospital, or you go into, like, your body goes into a coma or whatever. And then you're in hospital. There's no way you're getting a drink in hospital, is there?
No.
Or it's what they do to your body then to stop it from doing whatever it's going to do when you're not getting alcohol, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, Daniel Bell said there that cut them down. If you cut down too fast, you have fucking seizures and that.
So what have you been watching tonight? Did you see any Flavours earlier?
Only a little bit. I went on for half hour, like I said, when I took the dogs out about 8:30 or something. I went on for half hour when I was up the mountain. But I didn't
Legendary Mac. See Legendary Mac.
Only about a couple of minutes. I was watching Sparky Shack and flicking backwards and forwards. And I caught about 5 minutes of the Mac before he jumped off.
Yeah, he was on for quite a while there. I didn't know Flavours was like friendly with him like that. Flavours have a bit of respect for him, really, because he was sort of, Raver was there, wasn't she?
Yeah.
He was having a little argument with him when Flavours went out. And, like, Flavours was sort of taking Mac's side. He was telling Raver to, like, calm down and whatever, but it was a bit of six.
He knows all that Mac fucking stuff. That's all the front. You know, it's just it's a persona that he puts across.
Yeah.
You know, the broken fucking wrench, the fucking barky dog. He knows his dog's gonna kick off as soon as he raises his fucking voice.
He does come out with some nasty stuff though, you know.
Oh, I know, yeah. He was on Pablo's, one of Pablo's the other week, and it was fucking hilarious. But the stuff he was coming out with about fucking Harlan and stuff, you know, being from Iraq and fucking all sorts, it was fucking wild. And John Smith jumped on, so there was them three on the fucking panel, like.
Yeah. I was watching the, I think it must have been the cesspit last night. Oh no, who did a late one last night? Did Filmboy do it? Yeah, Filmboys. I noticed Pablo popped up, but I think it was Pablo, but nobody checked it, you know, to see if it was the real one. But he only left 1 or 2 messages, and nobody seemed to reply, and then didn't come back. But it's one of them where you don't know if it's the real one.
Yeah, I missed it, but I did see a clip this morning. Or that I did see that someone had clipped this morning. Andrew, Steve Farthing, Shuffling, all on the panel. I can't remember who else was on the panel, but it looks like Andrew and Shuffling and Archie have squashed their fucking beef.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Andrew did that last night, didn't he? Yeah, on the panel, Andrew did apologise. That's what I mean about Andrew. Like, he can be as drunk as a lord, right? But he still knows what he's doing. I think, doesn't he? He's still with it.
Yeah.
I mean, you've spent more time with him. Like, you've actually been out with him, haven't you? And
yeah.
And but I sort of, like, the vision I get of him is he is. You know what didn't help with Andrew? You remember that old microphone he had? It was terrible, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And he got this new mic, and it's like everything was a lot clearer and that, and he just. But I think he is all there. You know what I mean? 100%. Like, I like him for that. He does talk sense, and he sees what's going on.
I'll tell you what. He drunk, sober. He's got a way of picking people apart and making people fucking slip up and tell the truth. He's very fucking good at it, like, very good.
I remember I seen one day when Garth jumped on his panel a couple of weeks back, and Andrew had been on the drink quite a while, and, like, he ripped Garth to bits, you know what I mean? I was, like, thinking to myself, you know, when you're stone sober and you're watching something and you think, and Andrew just asking this, and then Andrew was just asking him exactly what I was thinking, and I was like, oh, he's all there, Andrew, like.
Yeah.
Asking all the right questions and that, right, the right times, and he wasn't letting you get one over on him, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I was surprised to see Andrew on the cesspit. He did say earlier on in the evening, or must have been early afternoon before I went fishing. He said, "Oh, I'm going to go on the cesspit tonight." He said, "Me and Phil might have spoken on the phone." He said, "So." He said, "I'm going to go over to the cesspit." So, yeah, I'm glad he sorted out with shuffling and that, because you know they were bouncing on and off his panel all the time.
Yeah.
And it was a good laugh. We was always having a fucking good crack and that all the time. And then they sort of went over to King Irish's channel, and it all went tits up between them lot then.
Did you see any? Have you seen any King Irish tonight? Like in the last hour, mate? Have you seen where he's? I don't know where he is. He must be. It looks like he's in a hotel foyer or something, or in a pub, or but it's really quiet.
No, I don't really watch King Irish's channel.
For the first time, though, right? You know, normally you only see his face, don't you? But have you heard that he's let out a few times that he's 17 or 18 stone?
Yeah, I've heard him say that. Yeah.
And everyone's like, fuck off, you're not that heavy, because you only ever see his face, right? But tonight, right, wherever he was, showed you his whole body, and mate, he is fucking huge. Like, he has got spare tires on spare tires, mate. It's like, it's totally weird, because I've never seen more than his face before, but he was just sat there, and whatever phone he was using, or wherever angle he had it, was showing the whole of his top half.
Well, he usually has the camera sort of facing up at him a bit, and he always seems fucking tall to me.
Yeah, but I don't think he is he?
No,
it must be any bigger than 6 foot.
Angle, like.
Yeah. Yeah, it's but that was the first time I'd seen him. I thought, fuck me, you are like 18 stone, mate. It was pure fat, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I think he should stay away from all this fucking beefing nonsense and just build his channel around fucking, you know, live panels and doing some outdoor stuff, because that's what he likes to do, isn't it?
Mate, you know what? When he first started, he had a great channel, right? Everyone was buzzing when everyone wanted to be on that panel. Everyone wanted to be in there, right? But I watched 2 hours of him tonight, and I turned it off because it was just slacking people off. Everyone who come in his chat, he had something to say about them. You know what I mean? It wasn't good.
Yeah, that's when I stopped watching him. As soon as he started to get involved and commenting on stuff that I really didn't want to fucking be hearing, that was it for me.
Yeah, but like you say, he has been dragged into it. Like, but it's going to be, he needs to restart again, and just, if he wants to keep going, that is anyway, because it's getting worse now. He's getting into this argument with Fighting Irish. We all know what Fighting Irish is like when he gets his teeth in. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's not going to give up.
Yeah, Diane, I really can't. When it, like you just said, Flyme, when he first started it, people were buzzing around it because it was like King Irish, Archie, Shuffling, Craigie D, Andrew J, and a few others, and it was always a laugh.
Yeah.
You know, but no.
Have you seen out of Mr. Farthing today? Like,
what's that?
Have you seen anything of Mr. Farthing today?
No, he did drop a comment under a comment that I left because I don't know if you've heard of Vincent Vega, but he sort of goes around the panels in the auditing community, and he's got.
I've seen him on Sparky's today. I've seen his name on Sparky's. Yeah.
Well, he did a video of YouTube's Got Talent, taking a piss out of YouTubers.
Oh, was that him? Yeah, I seen it. I didn't have the sound on, but I seen it. It looked quite funny.
Yeah, I made the list.
Did you? Oh, I did see it. Yeah, it was somebody with the Mohican one, eh? Who was it?
A devil fucking singing on stage.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, I seen it. Yeah, it was funny.
So
did you know you were on it? Like, did you know, or did you just see it when it come up?
No, I saw it when it came out. I was like, yeah, fucking brilliant. I love that. Fucking, I left him a comment straight away. I fucking love it.
I thought you'd have liked that one, like.
And I've made it now. Fuck it.
I seen Zara B was who was Zara B again? Some black woman, wasn't it?
Yeah, I don't know who the black woman is though.
Does he do stuff like that all the time? Like I've never seen his channel.
Yeah, but his videos are sort of aimed at hosts and people around the auditing community. But they're good. They're good videos, like really good, funny, short videos, 1, 2, 3 minutes maximum.
Yeah, that's enough, isn't it, when you're doing that?
Yeah.
But there's loads. Like I need to start getting subbing to a few different channels, because I think I've got about 50 channels and I probably only watch 10. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I like all them clipping ones. Like I think they're talented. The people that do that, like the stuff you did, Ministry, you've stopped doing it now, haven't you? All your cartoons and that.
Yeah, a little bit. I'll probably do another one soon. But I started off flying them out the gate, like one a day, just to build a base on the channel of content, and then sort of slowed down to 2 a week. But I think it's like a week since I've done one, so I'm due another one.
Yeah, like the lives take over, don't they? The lives are where it's at. The lives are addictive, aren't they?
Yeah, but because I've got a good mix of people on this channel, and a lot of my subs themselves like do outside or outdoor content with drones and stuff. I'm bringing over the best bits from my other channel and just posting them up as old re-uploads. So I will be posting content, but it'll be like something a bit different. And of course, I've got a video to make. I'll probably do one tomorrow, actually. It's been enough drama the last couple of days. I'm sure I can get a video out of all the drama that's been going on.
It's even something like because is it like an app that you use to do all them cartoons and stuff? Like, do you have to put a lot of work into that, or does the app do a lot of work for you?
The app is really easy to use. It's InShot. Mr. Trollwatch told me about another one that's like InShot, but it's got more on the free version. It's got more templates and stuff. But it's InShot. It's free from Google Play Store, and it's really easy to use. You have video files on whatever you got on your phone or your tablet. You go into it, and there's a big red cross to add. So you press add, and it gives you the option to choose your own video or photo, or material, which is like intros and stuff. So you just click one of them, and it lays it down for you. You click the red thing again, then you add your video after the intro, and it gives you transitions, and you pick what transition you want, and it's as simple as that, really.
Yeah.
The only thing you have to mess with then is the volumes, because like your video volume might be quieter than the intro and stuff. So you just go into volume and turn it up a bit. You lay your music over it.
Yeah, I could do with a couple of hours lesson on stuff like that. I mean, I can't even put a background on Ministry. I've just bought StreamYard. I've had to like get it for pay monthly, because you bought it for the year, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Yeah.
Did you hear what Jim said about it last week? He said he tried to cancel his, and they straight away give him a $15 a month discount. So he was only paying $10 a month now.
Yeah.
But I don't even know how to change the background, mate. Oh man, it's terrible. I'm terrible.
Yeah, but you can upload a couple on the free one, but on the paid for one, obviously you can have your overlay up longer. You get a choice of more overlays, and you can add more overlays, and you can add your own branding and everything.
Yeah, what's that mean, branding? You know, the click on the right, I've clicked on that brand, and it just like comes up a box saying you have to type your brand in or something. You have to just, I don't know what it means.
But the branding is the logo up there. See it change then if you're looking at it. It's gone to StreamYard. On the free one, it'll always be StreamYard. Because I've paid, I can have my own.
I don't think I've even got that in the corner of the StreamYard when I do my lives. I don't think there's anything there.
Yeah, backgrounds, you can load up a few. But you can load more once you've paid for the full thingy.
Yeah. And like the layouts, you know, because some people have Fighting Irish's layout last night was great, man. I loved it, you know, the colours and that, and the way he had his like panel set out.
Yeah.
With the names on it and all that. Like, I loved it.
Restream?
I think it was StreamYard, mate. See, I've never had anything like that pop up on mine. Mine must just be a default thing, but I've never had that big duck on with the StreamYard thing on. Like I say, I just need to sit down for a few hours and have a mess about with it. I will get to do it.
Yeah, that's it. I've got my own backgrounds up and that, and you know, pictures that I've taken myself and shit. And you can upload. I know you got a countdown that's free. You can upload, say, your own intro. If you make your own intro on an app, you can upload that and play that. So,
is that through StreamYard as well? Is it
through StreamYard? Yeah.
Right.
The overlays, you can only use certain ones. So, StreamYard one, you have to have the free whole package to have your own overlays. Is that you, Hammers?
Yes, me, mate. Yeah.
Yeah, I got you.
How you doing? You all right?
Yeah, good.
All right, Jay, man, mate.
You all right, mate?
Yeah, man. Been seeing a bit here lately. I'll just say hello to the other half who's just popped in. Evening, Lou Don. Oh, good morning, Lou Don.
Yeah, morning, Lou Don. Yeah. It is morning now.
Yeah, Hammers, how we doing, matey?
Sorry, mate.
How are you doing?
Yeah, all right. Yeah, not too bad.
Nice one, mate.
It's been a football tonight.
Yeah, I watched a bit of football tonight. Like, I watched the whole of the Liverpool game, the first Premiership game I've watched for a long time.
Yeah, they was lucky to get that, weren't they?
It was a great game like that. Yeah, they were lucky.
Mm.
You're devastated if you were
I
Newcastle.
went West Ham Tottenham. It was a good game, really. It was all over them.
Not there, man.
What was the score, mate?
And then they could have had a penalty. Harry Kane headed the ball onto Cresswell's arm. He jumped up to headed the ball himself, and it hit his hand. Like, it looked like a blatant penalty. But apparently now, when it's too close, they can't react. There was one ruled out the other day. So luckily enough, the VAR, the ref went over to the pitch side, and then he decided to rule it out. I think it's a new rule they've put in.
Right.
But we was all over Tottenham tonight. It's a shame we didn't nick the win, really. It's 1-1.
Yeah. What's happened to that St. Maximin? Was he injured for Newcastle? I thought he would be playing tonight.
Yeah, he's always getting injured. I'm not too sure. Or is he going? He might be on his way out.
Right.
I've always admired him. He's got so much pace.
Yeah. You know, it reminds me a bit of the lad who he used to play for Middlesbrough last season. He's the fastest sprinter in the Premiership, or he was. Yeah. You know what I mean? He went to Barcelona.
I can't think of that.
Black guy, loads of skill, really muscular. I can't remember his name now. It'll come to me. But he reminds me of him.
Nice one.
You've got into football, like a ministry.
Pardon?
What's that?
Ministries that you're not into football that much, are you, ministry?
No, I was gonna say no. I'm not anymore. Not since fucking they kept changing up all the channels, so I couldn't watch any of it. But I was going to say to Hammers, I was brought up a West Ham fan, being from.
Oh, was you? We got family West Ham, or?
Nah, it's just a family thing. All my brothers were Hammers fans. Nice. I think it's because of like Dad's family were from fucking Horsham.
Where? Horsham?
Yeah, and they were all
South London, isn't it?
Yeah. And you know, I remember as a kid fucking going to Hertford Town, which is a small club, innit?
Oh, well, yeah.
And pre-season, West Ham used to go up and play them every year, and fucking Tony Parks was one of those only players, big mullet and moustache, you know how it goes.
Yeah, it was all mullets back in that day, wasn't it?
He would spend loads of time with the little kid fans, like, it was fucking great. Fair play.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah. But yeah, I haven't been into my football for probably fucking 10 years or more.
Yeah, it was rocking over there tonight. There was 62,500.
That's good, that, you know. That.
Yeah.
That's got to be one of the best supports in the Premiership.
Tottenham West Ham as well, like, the crowd picks up, the team picks up. It's just a proper London derby, like, brilliant.
Yeah.
My voice is like proper croaky now.
There's loads of it. How it sort of gives the players like another 10%, 20%.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, 100%. They say the crowds did 12th man, didn't they?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
There was loads of riot police here tonight because West Ham and Tottenham always fighting that. There was loads like running about here, there, riot fans.
You know what, Ministry? How long have you known Jay for a while? Have you, like, Hammers?
I suppose about 6 weeks or so, isn't it? Like 2 months. How long have you been on it?
Yeah. I've been sort of around this community about 4 months, but I've seen Hammers on panels for the past couple of months.
Yeah, because we met ages ago, didn't we, Amazon?
Yeah, we did. Do you know what? Have you still got the same channel? Because I'm not getting any notifications for your channel.
Yeah, I've still got the same one, Flying at the Moon, yeah.
Yeah, I'll have to have a look, because I'm not getting no...
Yeah, I'll try and get the link out to you. But what I was going to say, Ministry, was Hammers, like, when I first met him, it was on a football panel, wasn't it, that we were doing?
Remember? Yeah, with a ref.
But ever since then, Hammers, it's very rare that I see you talking about football now, even though your name suggests football and you.
Yeah, because you know what? Not everyone's into it, are they? That's what I find.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, the main thing about you is your story, though, isn't it? That's what's coming out now.
So it's a totally different thing. I mean, my story's on my channel.
Yeah.
So I'm 10 years clean and sober.
Yeah.
And you know, I went through quite a lot of trauma, but I made it through it at the end of the day. So I got 10 years clean and sober, a lot of experience in different sort of drug and alcohol day places. 12-step. I've done the 12 steps.
Yeah.
You know, I help people if they want to go through the steps. It's very difficult to help like someone know, but I also pick people up and take them to meetings, and if they do, normally they're petrified, and sometimes I just have a little chat if they want to meet in a cafe or.
So was this why you come on YouTube, Hammers? Was this
No. I was originally going to set a West Ham channel up, and I was going to do whatever position we are in the league with 2 above us and 2 below. That's what the 2 up, 2 down Hammers is. I don't think I've ever explained that anyway.
No.
Yeah, but that was what the 2 up, 2 down Hammers was, yeah. So my channel's all football. Like every time I go over the game, and I'll do a few shorts and a few. Tonight there was, you know, a lot of police activity in that, so I've got a bit of police activity in. I missed when they were searching all the Tottenham with the drug dogs. They had drug dogs in that, and if they smell any like stuff on you and that. The steward,
just a whiff, isn't it? It's like a whiff now, isn't it?
These dogs are shit hot. I know the guy who's got the security dogs, right? And then they pass them on to the police, and then the police give them a right search. So sometimes they don't even go in the game. Yeah. I should have got a bit of footage of that, really.
Ministry, do you live anywhere near the football ground?
Pardon?
Ministry, do you live anywhere near the football ground?
Well, Swansea or
nearest to me is Newport County.
Oh, Newport.
Yeah.
So you won't really notice the difference on a match day, then, will you?
No, not where I am. No.
Newport.
The
Thomas, how far are you away from your ground, Thomas?
I'm about. Excuse me. I'm about 2 miles.
Can you tell the difference though on a match day? Like, do you see any difference when you look out your window? Because I'm a few miles away from the riverside, and on a match day, dead where I live.
Oh, it's absolutely buzzing. Like Stratford, every pub is full of like home supporters. They won't let the away supporters drink in Stratford because West Ham are very reactive fans, which I don't, I've been there, seen it and done it with football hooliganism and that, but I don't believe in it now. I'm grown up and there's a lot of children who go to football. So, you know what I mean? But unfortunately, there's guys my age still in the pubs, still putting that white stuff up their hooter, and they're drinking a lot of alcohol. So it just becomes inevitable. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, put loads of alcohol in me and a bit of that stuff, like I'll be off, mate. So no,
it never changes though, will it? Like it's a match day. That's the one thing that's stayed the same, hasn't it? Like a match day, it's the same atmosphere and that in it. You know what I mean?
I mean, especially I miss Upton Park. Them little grounds like Newport's probably got a really small ground, but it's intense. The fans are literally on the pitch, like it's proper. Like, you know what I mean? Away teams used to say that they used to fear coming to Upton Park because the crowd was just roaring.
That's what you want, isn't it? As a home team, that's what you want, isn't it?
Yeah, but the stadium we're in now, we're in the Olympic Stadium, which was originally where they had the 2012 Olympics.
Yeah.
So really, they're renting it off the government. The government are losing billions of pounds, the same what they done to the O2. The Millennium Dome, which it was called. They don't know how to run these things, the government. So they lose fortunes and have to sell it off in the end. So it's run by the LLDC. And eventually I can see them selling it to us. I mean, this just shows you how stupid the government is, right? Yeah. You got West Ham away fans who banter with the away supporters. They've put a big board up there, massive board, so you can't see the away supporters. It's absolutely killing the banter and the football. I mean, but it's not our ground, though. You know what I mean? We only rent.
Yeah, I think Newport County are ground sharing.
Oh, are they?
They have got their own ground, but they're ground sharing with Newport Gwent Dragons.
Oh, so what? It's their ground, and Newport Dragons share it with them.
No, it's a Dragons ground.
Oh,
cool. Any big televised matches get played at Rodney Parade because it's in the town centre. So
right. So what are they doing? Upgrading their stadium, or it's just more cost effective?
They just make more money probably because their ground's slightly smaller and it's slightly out of town.
Yeah, so you make more money on the gate, didn't you?
Town centre.
That's the trouble with these lower league clubs, and that there's no money. There's hardly any money in it.
Shocking, really. Like the money the FA's got, like they should be putting a lot more down the ground.
Listen, when they struggled during COVID, I was really disappointed because I don't think they got enough bailout. These little clubs should have been bailed out by the Premier League, the FA, and that. Do you know what I mean?
Grassroots football.
It's all about. I mean, for instance, I'll take you to the World Cup. Now, who the hell would do a handshake and agree to Qatar when it's about 35, 40 degrees, right? And it breaks up our Premier League season, right? It's all money. It's all back handshakes. It just pees me right off.
It's ridiculous.
Because Qatar and Dubai and that, they're offering big money for sporting events. So for instance, the boxing, the MMA, football, any big events, they're putting their money and they're just chucking big dough at it.
That in the World Cup, unless they're going to be blowing fucking ice,
excuse me, sorry,
big fans on the pitch, right? They're asking for fucking more medical emergencies on the pitch with fucking players.
I mean, Ministry, could you remember where was it when they had it in America, when they were all like, it was ridiculous heat, like about 20, 30 years ago. They had it in America.
LA, was it? Was it LA?
Yeah, LA. It was
more
ridiculous.
than likely, yeah.
But it's that's what I mean.
You know, not being funny, was it the FA's office got raided years ago, and that guy, he was the most corrupt. I don't know if it was, it's FIFA, I think. And he was proper corrupt. That's it, yeah. And nothing happened to him in the end, did it?
No, of course it did. Breeze the most
you know what I mean? They raided the offices and all that, and he was like, he was going to get into trouble.
Yeah.
I'm talking about football. If you look at my profile picture, I've just won a Rivaldo signed Barcelona shirt.
I saw that on the screen the other day.
Yeah,
where was that? Where did you win that?
Nice.
Pardon?
Where did you win that?
It's a place. I've won a few things from now. So I've won Andre Adesina's MMA glove. I've won an Antonio. Let's see if I can put my camera on now.
Yeah, I've seen you showing them a few times. Yeah,
I've got my Antonio shirt, and it's got like an infrared light, and it's also got a TV of 49 of his goals.
Yeah, it's good to have stuff.
Yeah, so I've got an investment in all these things, and football prizes. That's the name of the company. Are very very legit and all. There's loads of shirts on eBay, but I won't buy a shirt off eBay.
What, and do you like put so much money in a month and they have a raffle every month? Or
mate, and you can, you can be lucky or you can't be lucky, you know what I mean? See, the thing is, I don't drink, I don't smoke, and I don't gamble too much.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I have little 40 pence bets on football, like 2 correct scores or something. Yeah. I think if I win 20 quid or 30 quid, like I've had a result.
Well, you know what, right? I was going to do a gambling special, on one of my lives.
Yeah.
Because I don't really gamble now, but I have been through gambling.
I think you might have to be a little bit careful there, mate. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure.
No, not like gambling where we gamble. Like talk about like.
Listen. I took a bloke. This fella, like he's banging trouble with gambling. Yeah. Now I know gambling. It's just like drug addiction. They lie, they cheat, and they spend. And they try and win back what the bookies took. And you'll find a gambler would always cheat and lie. And anyway, I took this geezer to Gamblers Anonymous, and it was pretty much the same as all the Anonymouses, like, but I learned a lot. Like this geezer said, like, he still had a few quid, but he ended up like doing an house one day, going to the casino, silly o'clocks.
Yeah.
He's just trying to win that money back. And every time you ever win, you forget how much the bookies claim from you, like, you know what I mean?
Forget about the 100 losses before it, don't you? What I mean?
Honestly, yeah.
But have you noticed, though, like in every town, in every city, the amount of betting shops, and none of them got affected during COVID. None of them got risk of closing down. They're all still there now.
Well, I'll tell you,
the betting shop now, it's just a place for blokes, a safe place for the blokes.
Yes. I'll tell you a little bit what goes on in East London. Now, you get all the scumbags hanging around in there and, like, set up base from there to sell illicit stuff and that, like,
Yeah.
They also watch you when you're having a big win and things like that, you know what I mean? Like, I've seen people's behaviours and not being funny, in East London, it's quite a poverty area. In one part of it, a place called Forest Gate, there was about 12 bookies. I'll let you into another secret as well, right? What was happening? I've been in bookies like before I got on that, and people were smashing up the machine because they've done all their wages. They got to go home to their wife and say, "Sorry, love, I was mugged." You know what I mean? I didn't get paid, or just make up excuses. So I've seen them smash the old gaff up and that, right? And I knew the bird who was there. So, like, anyway, the geezer went out in the end, locked the door, locked everyone in there. So they decided not to phone the police. So I've done a bit more digging than that. And what it is, the bookies are now not reporting these incidents because when it comes up to review their license from the council, they will, you know, I can't think of the right word, but
yeah,
they won't.
With pubs in there, isn't it? Pubs don't ring the police because you get a few strikes and then
they won't give them. They won't give them the license, so people can smash up, like, cause thousands of pounds worth of damage, and yet the police are not getting called. The amount of times that I drive past the bookies, someone's done the door, like, you know, probably smashed up the machine. Because I tell you what, you know, they go in on a Friday night, they can't come away from that roulette machine. And thank God, that's one thing I never ever played, because I see it with just taking victims all the time, that roulette machine. They got like psychologists.
Let you put £20 notes in and that, and now, whereas before it was like 10, 20 pence.
Yeah,
now
I think you can put your card in on there.
You can put your card in, yeah.
Now the thing is, right, what it does, even the sound of that taking the money, right? So the psychologists, people who know what sounds to provoke feelings in the brain and that, and it's all the sounds, all the lights. I've seen so many people get hooked on that. You know, I'd advise anyone, do not play the roulette machine.
Yeah.
And
it's a philosophy, isn't it? Like it's like a shop. If you've ever watched a show, there was a show about how Pound Stretcher and Poundland worked.
Yeah.
And they put all the things that you like, they put them near the counter, don't they? You know, so when you stood in the queue, you're just looking at them all, and you pick all the cheap things and you pick them up.
Can you see me Antonio shirt?
Automatically. Oh yeah.
Can you see it all right?
I can see it on my phone here now. Yeah. Oh yeah. 30. Yeah.
That's brilliant. It's got all these goals, like most of his goals anyway.
So how much are your tickets costing for a raffle for that then?
It's about £5 a pop, like £4 sometimes, £3 sometimes. You know, you got a lot of McGregor's stuff on there at the moment. Mike Tyson's glove, loads of football stuff, loads and loads and loads of football stuff. And it is a proper legit company. The geezer's based in Leeds, but it is a proper legit company. Like, everything gets done in front of you. It gets recorded. Yeah, it's proper.
Because we were on about that. I think it was me and you were talking about, you know, Maradona, the Hand of God, his shirt that Steve Hodge got.
Yeah, and God, that'd be worth fortune.
He only sold it last year, didn't he, for something like £3 million or something?
Wow.
You know what I mean? Steve Hodge. I mean, Steve Hodge is not your.
That'd be worth even more now. That, you know, because he was like, I've got it now. But do you know what? Unfortunately, Cartel took liberties with him and just keep giving him loads of dope.
Oh, Jesus, yeah.
You know, loads of the white stuff and things.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, you know, he loved it. But because he was a bit weighty, it happens to a lot of geezers who are about 50.
Yeah.
When they're weighty, you know, the old ticker goes like after that, and it goes boom, 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 boom. And then, unfortunately, a lot of them don't make it. So.
There's loads of corruption over in South America, isn't there? With the football, you hear some of the like players for them big clubs, you know, the big Brazilian clubs. That if they don't win, they're going to get kidnapped or get shot or whatever.
Yeah, I think we spoke about this before. Who was the geezer who played for Colombia? I think the goalkeeper. They shot him, didn't they, years ago?
Yeah. It happens all the time, man.
Yeah, they did. I think what it is, you know, there's so much money on it, so they've got a wager on it, and because that keeper didn't like let a ball slip in or save the ball, poor sod got it. Like, you know what I mean?
But if you look, I bet there's a load of young players now in them Brazilian teams, you know, the league teams, that like they're good enough to play in the Premiership, but we don't get many of them. If you think about it.
Funny enough, we've just got a Brazilian international.
Yeah, like you do get the odd one filters through.
I'll tell you what, he plays for Brazil. He is shit hot. He's brilliant. His name's Paqueta, but it's spelled Paqueta with a Q. but you don't pronounce the Q. You say Paqueta. So he come on tonight and he looked really good.
Yeah, English clubs don't seem to raid the South American fucking academies like they used to.
No, I think you got to be careful when investing in academy players. Like, you know,
you have what's the percentage do you think of academy players that end up playing for their?
I don't know really.
Most academy players end up starting their careers in the fucking second division or.
Yeah, West Ham have been loaning a lot of their players out. Like he'll only play one or two, and he don't really play them. And what happens? They've got agents now, these young footballers, and the agents are whispering in their ear, "Come on, you can go and get first team football, and you can get more dough, right?" So we're getting young kids leaving us, and they've been renowned to be the best footballer. Like, watch him; he's going to be Sonny Perkins. He's just left us. And obviously, you know, they're more than likely going to go into a club soon. And then I think they have to pay us a percentage of the resale value or something or other. But see, the agents are whispering in these kids' ears, like, you know what I mean? It's a shame. They shouldn't have agents at that age.
Yeah, well, it's gone quiet about the agents, but it was a big thing a few years ago, wasn't it?
They're sharks. They're sharks, honestly. They don't give monkeys about the footballer. They just want, you know, if they sell a footballer to another club, like, you know, they get their pocket lined. You know, so they will promise them everything.
Yeah, the worst agents are family members, isn't it? Because
funny enough, Declan Rice, his dad's just he's about a year now. He's taken over his thing.
Yeah,
and you know, Declan Rice will leave us. Brother? He will leave us soon.
Yeah, but Henry's brother was a fucking pain in the arse, wasn't he?
Henry.
Yeah, remember when Henry was first going to go to Arsenal? His brother demanded almost as much money as they wanted for fucking Henry.
Yeah, they mess it up a lot of the time. We had Arnautovic, and you know, he started going all weird and all that, and the brother was asking for more money, and we just called his bluff. He went over to China, and now the Chinese league's gone a bit wonky. They're offering them less money, like really, like a lot less money. So he's trying to get over here, and there was a rumor Man United was gonna buy him, but they haven't.
Yeah, because that Chinese league thing that blew up a little bit.
It's all falling apart, isn't it? So they're all begging for contracts back in the UK.
yeah. But the only way, like the likes of Newport Town, right? The only way that they're ever going to make any decent money is like a good run in the cup, or if
they got going higher leagues. Like it's so unfair. Them lower leagues, there's no money in it. You know,
unless they get a young player who's a superstar, but even then they don't get the money that they're worth, do they? You know what I mean?
Even if they get a young player who's a superstar, like they go, and sometimes the agent whispers in his ear, and you know, they'd cause a scene and go, like, you know what I mean? And like you say, there's no money in it. Sometimes if a big club wants them, and they are good. I mean, we just got a geezer called Flynn Downs off of Swansea. He hasn't played him properly yet. But,
you know what, Middlesbrough, right? A few years ago, a good while ago now, but Middlesbrough were the first ever team. I think we played Charlton or something, right? One game in the league when it was about 20 years ago. We were the first league team to play 11 players that had all come through the academy.
Oh, nice one, brilliant.
Yeah,
I do like that.
Born within 10 miles of the ground.
Yeah, I mean the last like one who was pure West Ham is Mark Noble, and he'd done 16 years at West Ham, and it was so sad to see him hang up his boots. Like, you know what I mean? We had a testimonial over there, and I tell you what, I was nearly in tears listening. He was fighting back the tears himself. Like, you know, you don't get many of them servants who stay with you.
Well, one of our heroes, Tony Mowbray, he's just got the job at Sunderland there. He's just got the job at Sunderland.
I like Bury, you know, they play some good football.
Yeah, we're having a crap. We got beat again last night. Scored in the 90th minute.
Who beat you?
Watford.
You got to think they're an ex like Premier League, like recently gone down from the Premier League.
Yeah. Yeah, we've had a bad start. It was like, but we used to wait for
He was good last season, though, wasn't he? Or
we could have got in the playoffs last season. We just missed out. But
that's horrible. That is, isn't it? That's really that's painful. That is
one of them. But I tell you another thing that's bad as well. You know, in the FA Cup, you know, like years ago, if you got to Wembley, it was a big thing, wasn't it? It was like, oh, I've played at Wembley, mate. But when they started putting the semi-finals at Wembley and stuff like that, it sort of takes a shine off getting to the final, don't you think?
Yeah, we played. I think it was Blackpool one year in the playoffs at Wembley, and they had these big these big things up going around the pitch and that. But we was down an end, but it was loads of Blackpool fans, and then there was fighting everywhere in there and that. And I was with my boy, and I said, "Come and get up, boy." So I went to the steward. Like I said, "I'm not having this, mate." I said, "It's all going off in there." I said, "You mix two lots of fans up." I said, I'm going somewhere else. Like, take me somewhere else." So he took me down the road a bit. Anyway, you know the stairs where the players come through?
Yeah.
He said, "Go on, go in there." Like, so we went in there, and he said, "Stay up there." Anyway, when he's gone and that, I said to me, "Boy, come." We went right down the bottom where the players was. And we just got through anyway. When Carlton Cole come past, he threw his top. I went, "Carlton, come on!" Like, my boys grabbed it, and he's got his shirt. Brilliant.
Yeah.
We right next to the players, the tunnel, and that's fantastic. So
what's that big ground in Cardiff? You know, the one is that the Millennium Stadium? Is it?
Principality Stadium now. It's
called Principality.
Where is the Millennium Stadium again? Is that in Wales?
That wasn't.
Yeah, we went there for
Stadium.
Where?
We won the League Cup there.
Stadium in Cardiff City Centre.
Oh, right, cool.
They just.
And what do they do there now? Like Ministry, is that anyone's home ground, or is it just for big tournaments?
What's that?
Is it anyone's home ground that now, or is it just for big tournaments that the Principality?
No, it's the Welsh national home ground for.
Yeah, it's quite an iconic stadium, isn't it?
And rugby, but it's more of an event centre than it is a sports arena. They have big events there. Monster trucks.
Do they run it well though? Do they run it well and do lots of events in there so it pays for itself?
They run it really well.
Good, brilliant.
You know, the world's biggest bands all play there.
How many does it hold in there?
For like a rugby match or whatever, 80,000 odd.
Wow, same as Wembley.
70,000 odd, something like that.
Does the roof close on that one, Ministry?
Yeah, it does,
I think Wembley's 90,000, but I don't think they've had 90,000. I'm not sure. They might have done for Fury's fight, but I'm not sure if they sometimes they don't like to fill it too much, do they?
Yeah. No, for gigs for the big bands, it's like because they don't open all the tiers, it's like 60,000 for big gigs.
Yeah, because they do a lot of standing on the pitch and that, don't they? So I think it's health and safety and things.
So the World Cup's in Dubai, in where is it? Saudi,
Qatar.
Qatar. So they're all building new stadiums, aren't they? Can you imagine what they're
you know what? Apparently there's been about 4,000 people died building them stadiums.
Yeah.
Right, apparently they're on very, very, very minimal money, but in their homeland, the money's like double or treble. So they're using slave labour, right, to build these stadiums. This is what Qatar's doing. And they've lost on average, about 4,000 people. Like falling from a stadium, falling from...
But I've never seen any pictures, because you'd think they'd just be about ready now. They'd have to be nearly ready now, wouldn't they?
Like I say, they won't show you because they literally are slaving the arse off of these people.
Do you remember the fucking shenanigans when... was it when China was holding the World Cup or the Olympics?
Mm.
It was the Olympics.
Behind, and that was the same. They were fucking rushing it that much. There was people going up to secure fucking stuff without the proper harness in and the fucking everything.
Oh,
the thing is, you've got to behave yourself over there. Like, there are only certain venues what sell alcohol. You can't walk about the street with alcohol. I think it's a Sharia law run country.
Yeah.
And apparently the police are all right. So if any West Ham fans, England fans mess about and that, they just like warn them and whatnot. Apparently, like, because I knew a geezer was working over there, like, and he told me all this. They're very harsh on their own people. So their own people should abide by the rules of the country. And if they don't, then they get like punished in that. But other people, they just chuck them out or whatever.
So do they all wear the white robes and all that over there?
Yeah, of course, yeah.
So you're going to see a lot of the crowds in them white robes, like the boxing last week. You see it, the whole crowd was all people in white robes.
Like I said, they're offering so much money for these fights and these games of football, whatever. You know, you're going to see them taking a lot of sports.
Yeah.
And to tell you the truth, I can see Amazon being a big player, like rising above BT and Sky. I can see Amazon. Because what you got to think of is Amazon's already running the American football. They know how to run it. And when I've watched football on Amazon, I thought, they know how to do it proper.
Yeah, that's one thing I don't do is watch enough sport on Amazon.
There's not enough sport at the moment, but you got to remember, BT and Sky are the big players.
Yeah.
But I think Amazon will outprice them, and they will get a fair cut of the whip. I do believe in the next couple of years or so, I think they're going to be a big player.
Yeah, man. I tell you, I watched a documentary today, right, about I didn't even know it happened. Do you remember Woodstock, the original Woodstock?
Yeah.
So they did another one in 1999, didn't they? Or was it 1999?
Oh, are you talking about the rave?
The one they did in America, the same bloke who did the original Woodstock, they tried to recreate it, didn't he, in America? And it when it turned into a disaster, didn't it?
Oh, really? I can't remember that one.
Yeah, I didn't know about it till I watched a documentary about it yesterday.
I know there's been a couple of mimics of raves and that. People have done raves at Woodstock, like over
here.
Yeah.
I can't remember the original Woodstock, right? But
the one in '99, didn't it all kick off in the crowd or something?
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it turned into an absolute
Tell you the truth, do you know it's very similar to do you know these big concerts what they run and they got big stars? Well, people were just rushing the gates, and it's causing. I can see a lot of them being stopped. Like there's been a couple of them. What was it? Something festival? Oh, what was it? But it was a bit carnage because there was a lot of people, and they just run in, trampling people, and they just want to get in for free, like
They did that at Glastonbury a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
And they let about like fucking 10,000 more people.
Do you know, talking about Glastonbury, what's his name? Is it Michael Eavis?
Eavis, yeah.
That man has made fucking millions. Excuse my language, sorry. He's made absolute fortunes. The neighbours hate him, absolutely, because he's just. But I remember years ago, he used to get involved. He used to be
landowner, or is he the promoter, or is he the landowner?
He's a landowner, but he used to like come round and rave with you and that.
Yeah.
He used to literally take a few. He used to take a few Jack and Jills and get involved.
So is Glasgow still as big as it ever was?
He's an old hippie. He's a farmer, but he's an old hippie, so that's why it started around the 60s.
Oh, he loves it. I'll tell you what, it's made the geezer fortunes. And like I said, go on, mate.
Yeah, I was just going to say, he gave the hippie lot somewhere to have their free festival. That's what it started as.
Yeah.
And then he latched on straight away that he could make money from his land.
Yeah, what a good thing he done there, mate, because it's made him. You know, he's got to earn £1 million.
Yeah,
£1 million, a night or whatever. I don't know. He must earn fortunes.
Oh, the money that I've heard that I think the Happy Mondays got paid £1 million a headline them years ago.
Yeah, the money what gets involved. Well, saying that, I'm saying £1 million. He might get more than that because of what, if they're getting paid that sort of dough, like, you know what I mean? The landowner's got to be getting a right gig.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, when bands go on tour, it's all about money in it. That's where they make money on tour, isn't
That's where they make the money nowadays. Not from recording.
I mean, how the hell are the Rolling Stones still doing it, Ministry, at their age?
Well, it's about money, isn't it? You know, they think, all right, we can have another go at it. We can make X amount of pounds. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. If they do, say, 3 shows in the UK, they do a world tour and do 3 in the UK, 2 in Germany, 1 in Ireland, 4 in America. They're getting paid fucking 10, 20 million just to appear.
Look at ABBA, right? Now, near West Ham Stadium, Pudding Mill Lane, they've built a purpose-built theatre.
Yeah.
And they have ABBA concerts in there, right? And they've got it for 5 years, right? And they've got these state-of-the-art holograms. So they're not there. And every night it's on, you can see all the women. They've got all the glitter on their eyes. They're all in silver. You know, like when ABBA was about, they're all dressed up like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like they're earning fortunes from that, and they're not even there. It's just holograms.
Yeah.
But apparently they're state of the art holograms.
You know, people
doing that a lot now.
Yeah, people wonder why big stars like whoever it may be, Tom Jones, fucking Britney Spears, why they take residencies in Vegas.
I was just going to mention that.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird, isn't it?
Residency where they're going to, if they're getting paid £500,000 a night for fucking 60 nights, they're going to, aren't they?
Yeah, of course.
So it's all about taxing that, you know. Who has a residency in Vegas now? You'd be surprised who does say every night in Vegas. It'll be some big names.
Fucking hell.
But it's the same as businesses, like, you know, a lot of businesses are just registered in Luxembourg. And a lot of them, tell you the truth, like I'm talking about big businesses like the likes of Amazon, maybe like Eon Energy and that. They've just got a PO box in Luxembourg. So that's their business address, but they operate in other countries. Crazy, absolutely crazy. So what they do, they pay less tax. So they've done it in a way where they can get away with paying. This is why, like the likes of Amazon, pay little tax. There's a bit of a catch, like, because if you hit them with tax, they're just going to go somewhere else anyway.
Yeah, don't Starbucks hardly pay any tax in England and that as well?
Well, listen, mate, not being funny, they're all at it.
In Ireland.
Listen, all these big businesses, they're all at it. They all know the ropes and what to do in it. You know, no way do they want to pay. Go on, Moon. Sorry, mate.
Just saying, Nissan, like they're saying, they get big tax reductions off the government for keeping their business in the northeast. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, I think it's 40% these big businesses, isn't it?
Yeah, well, something like that. Yeah.
So this is, you can understand why they sort of like leave the UK and put a PO box in Luxembourg or somewhere, can't
you? Yeah.
I mean, it's criminal.
That's it. A lot of, like, Starbucks is registered in Ireland, and a lot of the other high street companies that you wouldn't expect to be.
It's mental.
They're all registered in Ireland and pay fucking minimal tax over there, and they get tax relief over here because they're a foreign company, supposedly.
Yeah, of course, mate. Yeah.
You know, isn't it amazing that coffee's that big of a business? Coffee.
Yeah.
It is, as far as I'm concerned. I can't pass a garage or a Costa without having one.
Yeah.
Can I just say hello to all the chat and that? Sorry, I'm not.
I'm
not reading the chat. I just see James coming. Hello, James. He's a lovely fella, James. James Winston. What a gentleman.
Yeah, man. I've been trying to read the chat where I'm going along there. Ministry's half stoned down, you mate.
Yeah. Late fishing last night, so.
I was going to ask you about fishing. How'd you get on, mate?
Yeah, it was really.
I was watching it at one stage. I don't know if I fell asleep or what. Can't remember.
I had a couple of bites. I picked up my one rod and I was rebaiting it. I was just about to cast it and nearly lost my other rod.
What do you mean? It nearly pulled it in?
Yeah, nearly pulled it in. So I grabbed it and fucking, before I could and the other rod over to my brother. It straightened the hook.
Yeah.
And it was pretty quiet. So I packed up all my gear. Fucking, the rod cameras down, took my GoPro off, and I ended up catching 2 conger eels.
Ah.
Yeah.
Just right before we were leaving, I pulled the last one in with conger on.
Were they big?
No, one was about a pound and the other was about 7.
Yeah, can you take them home and eat them, like?
No, I don't eat it.
Can you eat congers? I think you can.
Yeah, you can eat them. Yeah, you can eat them.
Some people are mad. Do you know what? My mate went to give me jellied eel once, and that just put me off. That just put me right off.
I've eaten green eel
in London. You do, don't they?
Yeah. I'll let you into a little secret. Not a little secret. Right. So pie and mash shops, right? So in London they have pie and mash and liquor. Right,
Yeah.
and it's a Cockney favourite. But years and years ago, they used to be called eel and pie shops.
Yeah.
So most of them do like jellied eels anyway. But before they started calling them pie mash, it was called eel and pie.
Minging that, like. I don't understand, right, with all the foods in the world that there is to eat, why people want to eat like alligators and stuff like that, you know, and weird meat.
Well, the thing is, I understand what you're saying, but any sort of animal is meat to some kind of tribe or some people, like, you know.
Yeah.
Some people ain't got this sport for choice. I mean, look at them indigenous people and that. They've just got to eat what they can, like.
Yeah. So say you go to a fancy restaurant, right? The pair of you go to a fancy restaurant. Do you always get the same thing every time you go, or do you try something new?
Not really. I try things, but I've got a nut allergy and that. Not that I don't like keel over and end up fatal, but it ruins me meal because all my lips swell up. Like I've had loads of Botox fillers, so my lips swell up like mad, and in the end I have to regurgitate it, and so I'm a little bit, you know, I've eaten sort of Taiwanese restaurants and, you know, Iranian, different sort of places. But I always got to be careful, especially the Chinese, and that a lot of them use peanut oil. So I don't mind trying things, but I have to make sure that they understand about my allergy because it just ruins me meal.
Yeah,
it's scary, them allergies.
Most of the time, I will.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, listen, guys, lovely chatting with you anyway, but I'm shattered.
Yeah, man.
Listen, respect, brother. I'm going to have to check your channel on that.
Nice one, mate. Yeah, jump on, relax,
chilled
out and that, you know. Chilled out.
I don't know if someone wants to put your thing in. I'll just have to check it, and then I'll have to sort of subscribe again or something. I don't know why I'm not getting.
I'll make a comment on your channel, mate. I'll leave it on your channel.
Yeah, no worries, mate. No worries. Cool.
Videos,
all right, Ministry, all the best, brother.
Yeah, nice one, Amos.
Nice one, Moon.
Nice one, mate.
Have a lovely night. Don't be up all night watching these crazy streams. This one's chilled. Just get a night off. Have a night off. Put your phone down and have a nice sleep.
Yeah.
Listen, God bless everyone. Have a safe one.
Yeah, you Amos.
Yeah, nice one.
Yeah, good fella, him, like.
Yeah, he's a good fella, Amos. I was just about to say to him before he jumped off, I've been sort of purposely turning my devices off at like 11 past and fucking getting my head down, like. But
yeah, man, hard work. I mean, we've got into a habit, me and Mrs. Moon, where we'll wake up and, like, you know, if you wake up and go to the toilet, you'll stick your phone on and then you'll end up watching it for a few hours or something.
Yeah, I'm the same.
There's havoc with you.
Yeah, but I've been avoiding, like, you know, say the beef channels late at night. So I've just been knocking it off and enjoying the daytime streams, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought I'd do a late one tonight. I was late back from fishing last night, so my body clock's a bit off, like, so. I thought,
you know what's up for grabs now, right? Is there's nobody on from like 9, is there, till like 2 or 3 in the afternoon?
No, I was thinking the same.
Yeah, it's just I work shift, so it could work for me, but it's just being in the mood, isn't it, at that time of the day?
Yeah.
And you've got nothing to react to. Well, you've got the night before to react to and talk about, but
yeah,
everyone's in a better mood when they finish work and that, aren't they? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I prefer doing a morning or an afternoon, but it seems to be one or two more afternoon ones, and I don't want to start just clashing with everybody, so I just pick my spots, but there's definitely a spot for when Nutter finishes in the mornings.
Well, you like a few doobies, don't you?
Yeah.
And the people on here, they smoke weed all day long, don't they? Most of the people on weed do. I don't know how they do it, like, I'll be honest. But if I have a joint, it's only ever on the night. If I have a joint on the morning, mate, you wouldn't get anything out of me all day.
Yeah. No, I always have, and I've cut right down fucking last couple of years a lot. But I do have to have my morning one, and then I won't have one then till dog walking. So, like a morning stream for me is, just a normal morning stream. I don't have to be smoking because I'm not allowed to smoke in the house, really. I'm out in the back room at the minute with the patio door open so I can get away with having a smoke, like.
Does the wife not like it, then?
No, she don't. No, she don't smoke and she don't like the smell of it. So
that's the worst thing, is it? Because it stinks now, doesn't it? Weed stinks, doesn't it?
Yeah. If I had like old school ash or something, no problem. I can smoke that in the house, no problem.
Yeah.
The green is that pungent. Like you got to have it in a couple of fucking tubs and shit to stop the smell nowadays.
And there's none of this, like, oh, my mum's not in for an hour, I'll have a joint and open all the windows. None of that, like, you have to have the windows open.
That don't work anymore. You need fucking air purifiers and all sorts.
Gets in your clothes and everything, though, doesn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, I had a doobie this morning walking the dogs, and I came in and my missus said, "Oh, you don't want to run over the shop and do the lottery, do you?" I said, "Well, no, I'm going to have a cuppa and a fag first." So I stink of green. And
well, I remember when my son was going for interviews and that for jobs, right? And he smoked weed in his room and that, and he won't have the window open or anything. He'll get up the next morning for his interview, put his clothes on, and I'm saying, you can't fucking go for an interview like that. He's like, why? I said, it fucking stinks. He doesn't even smell it, though. Doesn't even smell it.
Yeah.
But they say that, though, don't the people? It's like with garlic, isn't it? If one person has, say you and your wife went out and you only one of you's had garlic, the other one smells it. But if you both have it, you don't smell it.
No, that's right. That's definitely right. Because it's closed now. But we had a restaurant 5-6 miles away, Italian sort of chain restaurant, and we'd go, and I had a cheesy garlic bread, and a dish, and she had a different starter in a dish.
Yeah.
And the garlic coming off me was fucking phenomenal. Even I could smell it in the car. They must have put about fucking 10 cloves on it or something.
It's like it says it comes out your paws and all that, doesn't it, garlic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I only ever. I never buy weed. Like, if my son stays here quite a bit, then he goes to his mum's or whatever. But I only smoke it if he's here. I'll have half a joint and then I'm wasted. Like,
yeah,
which I'm glad about, really, because I wouldn't like to have to smoke it just to get the same. Smoke it all day long, because it costs a fortune as well, doesn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what I was doing. I was at this stage, and I've been smoking since I was 15.
Yeah.
And I was at the stage where I was just smoking for the sake of it, and it wasn't doing anything. It wasn't making me fucking stoned or fucking tired or anything. So I just thought enough's enough, and I'll wean myself down to a couple of joints a day, one in the morning, one in the evening, and I did that for ages and ages. And then since coming on these lives and stuff, I have a couple more during the evening, but only if I'm online. If I'm sitting watching the telly, I don't smoke. Like, so I am smoking a bit more.
Weed makes you more talkative, do you reckon?
No, I wouldn't have thought so. No.
You think that's the case with everyone though? Because I know when I have a joint, it does like fuck us, but you know, you see things in a different light, don't you?
Yeah.
You know, when you could watch like a cartoon when you're stoned and find it like proper interesting. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, the
Whereas
other
you
day.
wouldn't watch a cartoon any other time, you know.
Yeah. The other day I had live on and I had a couple of joints made and I smoked them one after the other, which I shouldn't have done really. And then made another one and I was like an hour and a half into the stream. And I must have just zoned out because fucking someone on the panel said, or may have been in the chat, said, "Is fucking Ministry awake?" And I twigged straight away. I thought, I've zoned out. Like, I was back on the chat, but I'd only been doing it for like 10 or 20 seconds because the chat hadn't gone anywhere. But yeah, and I said then, yeah, it's my own fault for fucking smoking 2 joints on the head and then another one.
But it's like I turned into like a philosopher, you know what I mean? Start like looking at things dead deep, don't you? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I do because I'm not smoking so much. It's, you know, it does benefit me. I do need it for fucking. I've got some old rugby injuries, and I'd rather not take medication for them. So, don't take the pain away. It just makes you forget about it, and it does help me sleep because I'm a bit of a fucking. I have really broken sleep. You know, I go to sleep for an hour, wake up for half hour. Go to sleep for a couple of hours, wake up for half hour. It's a pain in the ass, like.
So the main thing to say about smoking weed is it makes you paranoid, doesn't it?
It can do, yeah.
That's one of the main things the doctors and all the experts say about it, isn't it? And like, I don't know. I think it probably does it over time.
Yeah. Well, I was
realize it, do you?
I was making myself edibles and all sorts all the time, muffins and all, which, you know, ups your tolerance. But then when I was like decided to cut back, I thought, I'll have some edibles, and they just hit me in a completely different way. And I thought, I can't eat edibles anymore. They're just too strong. You know, I've lowered my tolerance down. So if I have a couple of joints, I am fucking proper mashed, like. Whereas before, a couple of joints wouldn't have done anything at all.
Have you been to Amsterdam, Ministry?
Oh, lots of times, yeah. Yeah.
When was the last time you were
there? Just before lockdown.
Oh, cool. Has it changed much? Because I haven't been there for about 15 years.
Yeah, there's a lot of the town centre coffee shops and all are gone.
Have they?
A few more sort of name bars. But other than that, no, it's much the same, really. I was going out there, obviously a couple of trips with mates and all, and even a couple on my own. Oh, he's gone. Even a couple of trips to Amsterdam on my own, but gigs mostly. Well, out there to watch gigs mostly. Gorillaz and Public Enemy.
Am I back?
Yeah.
Sorry, mate. I pressed the wrong button there. I pressed my stream button.
Yeah, I was just saying to the chat then that yeah, I've been lots of times. I've been on a rugby tour, a few trips with mates. I've done a couple of trips on my own to do, you know, obviously to have a smoke, but to get me and my missus fucking tobacco and all.
Yeah.
I wouldn't give a fuck. I'd take minimal in my bag. I'd take my limit size cabin bag.
Yeah.
And I'd end up stuffing like fucking 3 kilos of amber leaf in it.
Yeah.
And say 400 cigarettes, 600 cigarettes, and then I'd go through customs, and then of course I'd be allowed in duty free to have another kilo of tobacco or 2, whatever it is, kilo, and another fucking 600 cigarettes. So that's what I was doing. Like,
so would you go on the ferry there? On the ferry?
No, on the plane.
Oh, right, yeah, because where I am, I'm right near South Shields, where the ferries go from. You know, it's the shortest route.
Yeah.
So the ferry for us, they always do it offers and that, but it's not a good trip, that, mate. Honestly, on the ferry, it's horrible.
No.
like choppy as fuck, and
yeah, we've always gone from Bristol. I've had flights return in the winter. Gone on my own in the middle of the week, so go on a Tuesday or something, or fly on a Sunday, come back a Tuesday, which are quiet days. And I've had flights for as low as 30 quid return from Bristol.
Wow.
It's ridiculous. The prices are ridiculously cheap. Like,
well, you might be a good person to ask then. Just I might ask you this another time because my son's wanting to go for the first time with his girlfriend. Right, he's 19.
Yeah.
He's never been before. He's a stoner, but obviously I don't know what the situation is now. I've always gone on stag do's, so it's already been booked for me. But do you just book your hotels and that separately? Is it easy to get hotels?
Yeah, you can book it together, but it's always more expensive. But sort of have a look around for the dates you want to go, and obviously look at flights, which should be pretty cheap if you got a EasyJet carrier nearby. I always use EasyJet; it's always the cheapest. And then I book my hotel separately, but I'll do it through Booking.com.
And is that close to the centre? Because I always remember, is it a Grasshopper that's there? A place called the Grasshopper, a big bar.
Yeah, that's just a restaurant and bar now.
Is it?
Yeah, it's not a coffee shop anymore. It's just a posh restaurant and bar.
Right.
But
see, I don't know what area to tell him to go to. You know, he wants to be within walking distance where he can go wherever. You know.
Yeah. There's plenty around the centre. And I always, I've stayed in hostels on my own, but hotels are cheap enough. But even the south side of the city, I've stayed a few times, and I prefer it because there's lots and lots of coffee shops, and all the best bars are down there. And there's no red light area down there, so the red light area is not far away. It's only a 10-15 minute walk.
Yeah.
But sort of the south side of town is where the posher bars and restaurants are, and the better coffee shops.
So the airport, where it's Schiphol Airport, isn't it?
Schiphol, yeah.
So when you land, how far away is it to the centre of Amsterdam? Like, is it a taxi or?
You can get a taxi, but if they're planning on doing some sightseeing, buy for however long they're there, buy a tram ticket.
Right.
The train is something like €4 return from the airport to town.
All right, that's
around Central, and you can buy a tram ticket for like, I don't know, I think for 3 days it's like €17, which is about 14 quid or something. It's well worth it if you're gonna travel around a lot. But
you still get all the touts walking up you when you're walking down the street, and that's it. Ease, whiz, coke, smoke, like coming up here all the time. That's what it was like last time I was there.
Yeah, it's not so bad anymore. The coppers are down. They're there in the red light area. They're there. They're in all the doorways. And you occasionally get a nod off someone, or but they don't harass you like they used to, or they'll wait for you to approach them, like,
Yeah, when we went, I can remember going in, there was lads who didn't smoke weed, but we'd go in like one coffee shop, like we'd all get there, let's go to this coffee shop about 10 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
Get on the space cake, have a game of pool. Next thing, it was about 8 o'clock in the night. You walked out of there, you just didn't know where the fuck you were or anything.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's just crazy.
Yeah, I've had a few of them. Fucking, there's one shop that I used to get my cakes from, and they were fucking something else, and a proper they were like a mild acid trip, like just wild.
You know, I've tried most drugs in my life, right, Ministry. One thing I've never tried, right, is magic mushrooms. I don't know why. I've never trusted them.
Yeah, I have, and I learnt my lesson. I took a lot of them, but I learnt my lesson. The one I had a bad trip, and I've swore never again, and I never have. And the same with acid. Like, one bad trip, that was enough for me. Never again.
I've done a lot of acid, but not for years and years, obviously. But magic mushrooms, I've never ever tried them. I've heard too many bad things about them.
Yeah, early 90s for me, that all that sort of thing was like, you know what I mean? Back in the day, early rave days and all.
Yeah, well, I was 17 in 1990, so it was just the best times then.
Yeah, yeah.
But it's like mushrooms, though. You think acid tab is just a little tab, isn't it? And you go out or whatever, or a pill or whatever, dead easy. But it's just like you can't imagine doing some magic mushrooms, and it's not the type of thing you do and then go to a nightclub, is it?
No, people do now though, because they're so easy to get hold of and grow yourself, like psychedelic mushrooms.
Right.
And you can fucking have ones that make you feel happy, ones that will give you visuals, ones that feel like fucking MDMA, fucking all sorts.
Okay. Where can you get them? Can you actually buy them now, or just left?
You can buy packs online to grow them yourself.
Yeah.
I'm not too sure about buying them, but I'm sure you can, because like people are buying like all sorts off Instagram and that and Snapchat and shit. I wouldn't know how to, but people do. That's how they get their puff and other stuff in there. It's through Insta.
Have you ever thought of growing any plants like Ministry? Have you ever tried that? Growing a plant?
Oh yeah.
Have you?
Yeah. Not for a while. Not for a while.
You're allowed to, aren't you? And you're allowed a few plants or something.
Nah.
No.
It's a slap on the wrist if they catch you. I only ever did like 4 at a time. In a 1.5 meter by 1.5 meter tent. So if they ever came to mine, they just take the plants. They wouldn't even take my equipment. You know what I mean? It's a caution.
Yeah.
But no, I haven't done for a while because I had a flood in my grow room, so I was a bit fucking worried about. Yeah, I had to wait for it to dry out, like, and just haven't bothered since, really.
Yeah. That's a lot of money in it now, isn't it, man? Fucking hell.
Yeah.
Because they reckon it's going to double as well. I see Boss Dog said something about it the other day.
Probably. You know,
double,
like price of electric and that.
Yeah, Lecky as well, yeah.
But I used to do I never used to follow the fashion with what people were doing and growing. I'd grow stuff that I liked, and it was only for me. Anyway, I'd keep all the best nugs and pack them down, like, and all the rest I'd make my own fucking hash out of it.
Yeah. Can you still get the Rocky stuff now?
I think there's new breeds of it around. I don't know anyone to get it off. I can get the sort of liquid hash stuff, but you know, I don't smoke them fucking glass rigs or fuck all. Like, you know, I just have a couple of joints. Like, I can't smoke pipes or fucking any of that nonsense.
There's channels, right? I'll get some off our son. Some of the stuff he watches about the made channels, just total stoners. You know what I mean? They're doing all these bongs and everything. And
yeah.
Honestly, you wouldn't believe the amount of stuff they smoke.
Yeah. Them Canadians with them dabs when they're putting the oils in it. Fucking hell. It's crazy.
Honestly. And they're still standing as well. Some of them, like, there's one lad, he just sees how many edibles he can eat, and then sees what he can do, like goes to the gym and stuff, like absolutely wrecked.
Oh, we had a good one. There's 4 of us going to Amsterdam. We were going to see fucking Gorillas, and they had Public Enemy with them, I think it was.
Oh yeah.
Everyone's like ringing around the day before. Right, you ready for 4 a.m? Yeah, I'll be ready. Blah blah. So fucking, there's 3 of us from the same town, and our other mate lives about 4 miles down the road. So we all get picked up. We all like our first doobie in my mate's van, like, you know. Off we go down the road to pick fucking the other guy up. He comes in the van. He's got a fucking biscuit tub. He said, "Oh, I made some can of butter last night." He said, "I had some trim." He said a few ounces of it and a couple of ounces of stuff that I wasn't going to smoke, so I made some butter. He said, and I put all the butter in these cookies. Did anyone want any? I was like, no tar. 4 a.m, going to the airport. The boy who was driving nibbled half of one and said, fuck that, I can taste it. But 2 of the boys, the boy who made them and our other mate, had fucking 3 of these cookies each. And it was a box of about 20. He'd made loads. By the time we got to the airport, they were completely wasted. And they were paranoid going through customs. And then we had to go to the fucking departure where they measure the size of your bag.
Yeah.
And they were wrestling for 5 minutes to get this fucking cabin bag into this slot to make sure it wasn't overweight. Oh, it's fucking hilarious. Me and the other boy were just sat sniggering, fucking hiding our faces. Fucking as if to say we're not with them fucking pair of clowns.
Because you get shot off planes for that now, can't you? No, they wouldn't let you on a plane if you too wrecked now, would they?
Well, that's what we were fucking thinking. We were thinking that they were going to, the stewards were going to think they'd been drinking or something. Because it was like a fucking Benny Hill comedy sketch. And there's us two sat there giggling because we've had a couple of joints each. Everyone in the fucking departure lounge was staring at them, which was making it worse because they were both turning fucking purple. That was fucking brilliant. It was.
That's it, like when you go on holiday with your mates for the first time, innit? When you're like 18, you go to Magaluf and that, you get down here and before in the airport, like.
Well, the one boy was like that because we were fucking going away for a weekend. He thought, we're all sort of, they're in 2 of them in their late 30s, one in his early 40s, so a little bit younger than me.
Yeah.
But the one who's he's 38, maybe 40 now. He's like a 15-year-old. If we're going somewhere, he's got to get wasted before we even fucking leave. He's one of them. When I was a kid and camping with cans and all, my cans would be gone within an hour. I'd be pissed, fucking spewing. It'd be 6 o'clock in the evening. But he's one of them. He's fucking crazy.
Mate, I've got friends now who are nearly 50, right, who still go out in the town and come home with one shoe and stuff like that.
Yeah, same.
Every time they go out and stuff. Like, fuck's sake.
Yeah, same.
You get them
people like that.
What time we are now, mate? 2:30. I think I'm going to have to let you go, mate. I'll get a few hours, kid, because I'll be here all night.
Yeah, get off, fella. I'm going to...
yeah,
still got half a doobie to smoke, and I don't know if anyone will come up on, but...
we'll see who's in the chat. There's still 10 in. You've had 10 in most of the time, mate.
Yeah, that's not bad, considering, there's other lives that are buzzing at the minute with drama and stuff.
You know what, mate? If you know what I do, right? I don't know if you do it, but say it gets to this time. This is the type of thing that I'd fall asleep to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You put this on me laptop, and I turn the lights off, and this would send me off to sleep perfectly, like just listening to two stories. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, I'll jump in the chat, mate, and see who's there. I think Phil Graham's still in.
Yeah, no worries.
Yeah, all right, nice one. I'll catch you tomorrow sometime, mate.
Yeah, no worries.
All right, fella.
Cheers, fella.
Catch you later, mate. Bye.
Oh. Yeah, a bit of a weird one for me being this late. I know I've done a few late ones, but they were outside broadcasts. But maybe I should have done that tonight. It's just fucking perfect night for it. There's not a fucking breath of air, and it's warm. But yeah, I don't know who else is live. I think there was a good few live earlier when I come on. I just thought I'd come on and have a go. I might even do one sometime tomorrow. Not sure yet. I've got a couple of videos to trim and upload, and there's bound to be plenty of drama for me to make a Ministry of Madness video as well, which I haven't done one for a week, so. Yeah, but I'll keep going while I've got my doofer. And I might have a quick 10 minutes around, see who's live. Maybe jump on the panel, maybe not. I don't know, for Rogue Mod, fucking hacker. I don't know. I'm going to have to go through all my gear and reset all my passwords and everything. When everyone was coming in earlier, no one was mods, people who were mods, so I'm going to have a look into that now. It's a bit of a weird one. Yeah, that's where everyone is. They're all probably arguing and shit, aren't they? Yeah, I think I might actually, because no one's coming up, I might actually get off and have a look into my YouTube and StreamYard accounts a minute, and my Google account. So cheers for guys for coming on, and everyone who's watched. Ciao for now.